When my late wife died in 1996, the day that she was diagnosed with a glioblastoma multiforme, which means you've got a cancer of the brain that there's no hope of curing, she, I was told by the young uh, resident neurosurgeons who were assisting the master neurosurgeon who was going to do brain surgery on my wife later that day. They told me, well, it's well known in our field that these kinds of tumors are caused by, I think they said, psychological factors, but it meant stress. And of course, that was like a dagger for me, because who was the number one person next to Judy responsible for helping her avoid undue stress? I avoided feeling overwhelmingly guilty because I knew that she and I were on perfect terms, totally supportive of each other, and still in love after all those years, as the saying might go. But I knew that she had suffered two huge psychological blows in the years immediately preceding this catastrophe. And I will go into those on another disc, another video, but I knew that. And so I knew that if stress had done it to her, it wasn't me. But now I'm aware, well, the next thing is that a few years after that, my ex-wife encouraged me to go with her to a day-long lecture by a neurologist from UC San Francisco named Barrett on the subject of the mind-body equation. And she and I spent all day listening to this doctor summarize and comment on a whole series of studies and reports on the subject of the mind-body interaction. And toward the end of the day, she really started coming down on the concept that if you have stress in your life, such as a work situation or a marriage that's intolerable, and you don't know what to do about it, you're stuck. That's what makes people sick. It's the combination of heavy stress and not knowing how to escape it. Well, if you apply that to my current situation, and God help you, viewers, one that you are probably experiencing too, this genocide and the stark revealing of the apartheid in Israel and in Gaza really brings this home. What can we do? We're not President of the United States, and it's clear that our president is completely locked in to supporting whatever Israel does. And as I've begun to understand things better, which shocks me, it took me so long to find this out and really realize it, there are the big money behind making weapons, harvesting and transporting and selling oil, and the drug cartel, all the medications of all the older people we know, that they're just horrendously, hemorrhagingly expensive. And I have managed to free myself of that one. I don't take any prescription medications, and that's the great payoff for me from a lifetime of eating out of the garden, and of exercising, and of navigating around unrelieved stress. Well, now you apply this to today. That's the point of this this video, here I am. I used to have some power when I was a state senator. I used to have a little bit of power when I was a judge. But now, there's nothing I can do to influence what's going on in Israel. The people controlling this are so far beyond me, and they're not going to listen to me. Nobody in this that's in this equation is going to listen to me. So what do I do? What do I do? Well, I've got to figure out a way not to lie awake night. Mesmerizing is the word. It's trying to come out right now, but there's another word that I'm seeking. But fixated on this horrible situation and my inability to do anything to protect those innocent people. They're getting murdered day after day. I did look it up today, how many people were killed by our atomic bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Well, Nagasaki was only about half as many as Hiroshima. It was only about 40,000 people who were killed by that initial blast. Well, now they're up approaching 30,000 in Israel of the Palestinians. That's working up toward all the people we killed in the initial blast in Nagasaki. If you want to, I believe I have to keep looking. I think it's horrible and to just turn my face away and ignore this. I read the book, the Diary Keepers, about Amsterdammers and how they responded to the Holocaust, and the ones who were enablers and the ones who were concerned. And I thought a lot about that a couple of years ago. So to me, I've got to find a balance of not becoming morally blind and to keep on seeing what's happening to save my soul. But on the other side of it, I've got to not let this make me sick. And the way to do that, I think, is to keep telling myself, Jan, you're doing the best you can. You've sent very blunt emails to your 2 United States senators or to your congressperson, and the people who have been asking you for money, you've been telling them no money until there's an armistice. You're doing all you can, and you're not going to turn a blind eye to it. But for the rest of it, you've got to ease up and let go and realize that you can't really do much. And accept that. Or you're going to get sick. I think it's just that simple. And I wanted to share that to anybody who cares to watch this video.